What's up, everybody? Welcome to Breaking Rad. I'm your host, Macho, and I'm here with some great people. I got Stat Zero, I got Mark Curie Rising, I got Cal McLean, and I got Emma, right?
Yeah.
Emma? Excellent. I knew it. I remembered. Hi. How's everybody doing tonight?
Well, that was the most tired, laziest intro you've ever given, ever.
I'm tired. I am a tired man.
You're a lazy man.
Look, if you knew what I did, my weekend started on Thursday at about 2 p.m. and it went until Sunday night, and I'm still recovering.
Do you have a weekend at Bernie's?
Ooh.
Not a weekend at Bernie's. I was standing on the side of a mountain all weekend.
This is what these streams feel like with you lately, is weekend at Bernie's. We're having to puppet you around.
Tired. Yeah. It'd be great if they would. So what's up? How is everybody doing? What's going on with you, Stat?
I think we need to add Stat to our intro, by the way.
We should add Stat to the intro.
We added Murdoch, and now he never shows up. So
I know. Well, is that how we chase people off?
Gone.
Yeah, exactly. Because Mutt was on there. Mutt never shows up. David, we added him. He doesn't show up. So I guess, I mean, you and Cal and I are the only schmucks that still come.
I mean, yeah. And Stat, apparently.
And Stat. So you put him on the intro.
Yeah, then he's gonna fly away.
No, he needs his little birdie butt can be on the intro. I think it's a good idea.
Well, hopefully more than just that.
We'll add Emma to the intro too while we're at it.
Emma can be on the intro.
Yeah. She's okay. So Emma helped me write my pitch this week. So
oh man,
this is why she's on. She's gonna present it.
He's literally cheating now to make me vote for him because he knows I'm not going to criticize a child's writing on Oh no!
I write like a child. Is that bonus points for me?
I told you the winning formula for you, and you don't use it.
I can't use it every week.
Welcome, Leandro. Different. How are you, sir?
Look at it's that when the kayfabe's off, nice Marky comes out.
Look, be nice right now, but when we get it going again, I won't know who that is anymore.
Leandro, you only have like a month, and then it's gonna be back. Like Vince McSix is gonna be back, and
well, I ain't fighting with it. I don't care.
Stat, how are you, friend?
Great.
Whoa.
All right, moving on.
Sounds good.
Sorry,
I need
I'll let you guys lead.
Exclamation.
I keep interrupting Macho when he's trying to host.
Well, there's no show flow. There's no show flow tonight at all. I don't have anything to go by, so we're just winging it. We're just gonna talk about whatever, do whatever. I know that we do have a theme tonight, and if anybody picks up on the theme, but we do have a very special Name That Death that I'm excited about.
Yeah, I mean it's special-ish. Hey, welcome to Zaid Comics.
What do you mean it's special?
Big Philly style. What's that?
They tried hitting me to see if I would Bruce.
It took me a second, but
Philly style in the chat. Good to see you, sir. Look, I'm wildly unprepared tonight. I made some Name That Deaths last minute, but this is
the theme of the theme of the show.
Yeah, it's gonna be Name That Death. I'm gonna stumble through a very terrible pitch, and we're gonna talk about whatever we want to talk about. It's gonna be great.
Oh, speaking of, so Leandro's talking about Rob and Shinobi Sasquatch. I'm trying to get to the point where I can do my own art.
Yes, let's see it.
I'm so close. I'm so
In the
close.
time it takes him to draw this comic, you will have mastered art illustration styles.
I love these
So
things.
I'm doing a cartoony kind of a
Oh, I love it so much.
kind of a thing, and
I'll take it.
It's so
I
gross. I love it.
like putting a little shine on their eyes, and I'm just having fun, like, you know, coloring in Photoshop. I like this cute little bear girl, who's also terrifying.
It's
Yeah,
a
she's
girl?
a girl. Yeah, she's got the heart that tells you that she's a girl. And the
Oh,
skull
got it.
says it's a
Okay.
boy, and then the goat is our transgender. Just kidding.
I like the the Sid T-shirt from Toy Story on that bear or whatever it is.
Sid.
It's like
Oh, this
it's
one
like
down here?
the skull. Yeah, it's like the Sid skull from Toy Story. You know Sid?
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
I
I
know exactly
remember.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is sloppy and creepy. That's my whole thing. Sloppy
Well,
and
you
creepy.
nailed it, especially with that green thing. Gosh,
Oh, I love
It's
it
a
so
butt
Imagine-
much.
goblin.
the butt goblin. Oh
Yeah.
man, imagine like waking up and looking down at your feet, like at the end of your bed, and that thing is like standing there with his mouth wide open, staring at you.
Kind of reminds me of that thing from Tales from the Dark Side.
Yeah, this is true. Very Tim Burton-y.
It is very.
So
Tim
one of
Burton-y.
you guys suggested maybe doing a webtoon. Was that you, Macho, or was that Mutt?
I don't know. It sounds like something smart. I would say.
Well, so I decided I'm gonna do like a summer camp, like a Camp Crystal Lake kind of a thing, with these characters. So they're like the campers, and it's just like a camp that's got all kinds of. What's that?
Camp Clear Pond. Yeah.
Clear Pond. Yeah.
Yeah, very very close. So yeah, it's cool. I don't have any storylines or anything, but I feel like it'd be easy just to do like a weekly, a weekly comic on there, and just just hone my artistic skills.
Swap the C with a K on Crystal, so you don't get sued. That's all.
You get sued by a Crystal Burger. They have a K.
Boy Care Bears have.
You got
hearts.
called out, son.
True. That's true. Well, hey, in my world, only girls wear hearts on their chest.
Oh. In my world, they wear them on their sleeve. Yeah? Yeah?
Nah.
The little person expression where you're hard in your sleeve.
Yeah. We got it. It just wasn't funny.
Look at that.
Whatever. Look, no one's joining the chat today, I feel like. So let's just
I scared them away with my art. We had 4, now we have 2. So I'm sorry.
I already scared him away. It's a very lazy night. I apologize.
It's okay. Lazy nights are sometimes we need lazy nights.
Lazy nights. Let's do it. Let's how about we let's play a little trivia, because we have the only man that matters for trivia down here. Right here. This is nice.
I do that. It's the worst because like you try to do like I point the way of the screen that I want to point, and I got to remember that it's backwards.
Hey, check this out.
Anyway, let's do this.
Megatron?
What is it?
This is Gigawatt. He transforms into the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's sweet.
Gigawatt.
It's so cool. Gigawatt, and he's old school Transformers. Like there's like 30 steps or something to transform him, and like you feel like you're gonna break it like half the time. Like remember the old Transformers back in the day?
Yeah,
that's what it feels like.
How'd you get it?
Amazon. It's legit.
Is it like
really
a new Transformers toy?
Yeah, it's like a cross. They've done some crossovers, and this is a crossover with Back to the Future, and it's pretty new. But I didn't have to buy it used or anything. But yeah, it's
I got
sweet,
a bone
man.
to pick with Hasbro.
Yeah.
Back in the movie, they had Scourge. You remember the character Scourge? It was like a hovercraft from the movie.
Yes.
They changed his name to Sweep.
What?
They changed it to what?
I saw this nice new figure. They changed it to Sweep. I saw this nice new figure. Looked just like Scourge. There it is. I'm like, oh, I had that as a kid. Scourge, it's great. The hovercraft and everything, the blue hovercraft, he had the goatee and everything, and they changed it to Sweep. I'm guessing because Scourge sounded too violent.
Oh my gosh.
Shaking my head.
Classic.
And it was like, yes, when the bad guys would be going, they would do sweeps to find prisoners. And I'm just like, oh, no.
They would do scourges to find prisoners.
Yeah,
Nice.
they would scourge their prisoners. Nope.
Huh.
Sweep.
Lame.
Fast.
I didn't know that was his name, though. The hovercraft dude.
All right, well, let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's move on.
It isn't now.
Okay.
I'm bored. Let's move on. I'm ready
Let's
to
do
move on.
it.
Well,
Let's play some games.
that's like,
Daddy's ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, name that.
Yes. Did we lose Stat?
Uh-oh.
Where did you go, baby boy?
that
He's there.
intro exploded me right out of there.
Fragile little wings. Well, look, in keeping with the Bruce Willis theme tonight, these are all Bruce Willis movies. These deaths, none being Die Hard. Just like to clarify.
Oh shoot!
that. 2 are in the intro, so you might recognize some of them. So that's the premise, and let's do that.
Great. "12 Monkeys."
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh, I should.
What's up, indie wrestling aces?
Or I could have said Crazy Larry gets his.
Welcome. Yeah, first one's an easy one. I forgot to say, but you know,
always an easy one.
did you guys know that one, or did only Stat know that?
I didn't. I should have known it, but I didn't.
Yeah, same. I should have known it, but it didn't.
I haven't seen 12 Monkeys since it came out. So.
That's
Same.
the
I'm
only
just
scene I
gonna
remember
answer
from that
Hudson
movie.
Hawk from here on out.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you, we played that intro and people come out of the woodwork. Welcome,
Yeah.
buddy Lord.
Do they have like an alarm set for when we start?
It's named that at that time, and then everyone
We
leaves right
want
after.
the deaths.
Buddy's gonna be playing some D&D with me on Thursday nights pretty soon.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah?
D&D crew.
Yeah, we need one more too. We got Buddy, we got Eric Hodson, and Bruce at Knot.
Bruce.
And we could use one more. We don't need one more. We could use one more. We're playing a summer camp slasher. It's set in the D&D timeline. It's really weird and crazy and cool.
Are you
And,
streaming? Are you guys just like?
No, we're
down
streaming
stuff?
on Breaking Rad. It's more content. I told him, I
Oh,
said, guys,
sweet.
this is more
Oh.
content for my channel. I'm sorry, but anyway,
No, whatever.
he will be. Buddy's going to be the cool one.
When are you guys doing this? What night?
It'll be Thursdays and later,
Cool.
probably. So I have a group I play in every other Thursday now, and it's a playtest thing. So we can play earlier some Thursdays, later others, but I don't know. I'll let you guys know.
All right. Number 2.
Number 2.
Oh, the Jackal. Love it.
Oh man,
that's
shoot,
a great
there he goes.
movie.
There he goes.
So is Bruce dying in every one of these?
No, I bet I could pull it off though. I think there's enough movies where he dies, but this is by coincidence. There's a couple more I think.
Yeah,
where he
Hudson
dies.
Hawk. That's right.
Yeah,
Hawk.
that's definitely Hudson Hawk.
The Jackal was a great movie.
Really.
The Jackal is really good.
Jack Black's finest performance.
Oh,
Jackal.
no way. No
You
way.
see the bullet that came out of the gun?
Yeah.
Wasn't he also
Like
an Enemy of
Roger
the
Rabbit
State
style?
with Will Smith?
he was.
Where do they go?
And yeah, you couldn't guess that one when we had it.
Oh, 2 comments here. Okay, well, after people guess, let's respond to chat.
Stat already got
Guesses?
it. He already
Oh,
guessed this one. It was Jackal.
What was
That's
it?
why
I'm gonna shut my mouth from now
Jackal,
on.
man. We were just
It was
talking
Hudson
about
It's
it.
the Jackal.
The
Oh, Jackal. Oh, duh. Okay. So first of all, Buddy has created a role-playing game. It's actually a really cool idea. So, I'll just read this. I've invented a game as well about writers that fix plot holes and endings using their own characters, like Pokemon. So if anybody wants to check it out, let me know. So I'm looking forward to playtesting that with him. It's a really cool
Yeah.
idea. You bring your own like Comicsgate or whatever character into the game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really interesting premise. And,
That is cool.
Kokushuko, dude, you had me at Palladium system. That's my main system. That's what we're playing on, guys. When we play TMNT next week. By the way, we're the goons here.
Yeah.
We're going to be playing Teenage
What are
Mutant
these
Ninja
nerd
Turtles
words you're
next.
using? Palladium.
That's a game system. That's
we
a
don't
game
know.
system.
But we don't know. But we're ready to play. So if you want
They're
to
a
see
publisher. They're a
us
publisher.
stumble through and make bad decisions playing D&D system, it's going to be.
Would you guys
awesome.
consider
Hey, don't
playing
take my
yourselves
stuff off the
playing the game?
scene.
I'll take it off. I'm sorry. What's that?
Would you consider playing yourselves playing the game?
That's very meta.
It is.
Huh.
Maybe too.
I'd love to
It's
see
too
how that
much
would turn
thinking,
out.
probably.
You're like roll 20 to roll 20. What?
Ah,
What?
shoot! I rolled a 17. What does that mean for the game?
Oh no.
I'd be like, I need to roll 20, or I need to roll 20. You know what? I don't know how to play D&D. I'm not going to try.
No,
to
you're
play
doing a
this
great
game.
job. You're doing a great job.
I don't know how
It
to
makes
play
sense to
D&D.
me because I don't know any of this stuff either. So
I thought it was going to make sense in my head, and then the more I thought about it, I decided to shut up.
Starting to get a headache.
hey, you tried. You tried.
All right.
Number 3.
Last man standing.
Whoa!
I was gonna say I know this
Wow.
one too, but I was just gonna let it go.
Look at
Oh.
Cal got a point tonight.
Woohoo!
You.
Close, Leandro. Very close.
I agree with him.
We've already done Hudson Hawk in the past.
I think
I-
Leandra's just going to keep screaming Hudson Hawk.
You know what? I'll take it. It's interaction.
Broken Hudson Hawk.
Somebody's talking to me. I'll take it. All right, nicely done. Cal Jameson with a point. His first point ever in Name That Death, I think.
Very nice.
No way.
He's
I
so
got
excited.
gotten 2 or 3 in the past.
I wish there was like a dollar equivalent so he could like hang his first dollar on the wall kind of thing.
What's the guy that he loves? He always talks about
Oh,
Mark
Mark
Dacascos.
Mark
Mark
Dacascos. If you should do him, we should have a Mark Dacascos night
I'm gonna watch one of his movies tonight.
and just see if he can guess them all.
Which one? DNA?
I
What's
haven't
that?
watched that one.
DNA?
You haven't watched DNA? It's a Predator ripoff.
Oh,
Oh,
well, then sign me up.
Yeah.
Stat. What got me onto his movies was the one that's like where he's in the military and he goes back to the school that he was from.
No.
What is it?
You talking about
I
Mark
can't remember the
Dacascos
name.
movie?
Mark Dacascos film.
Nobody
His
watches
finest
Mark Dacascos
performance
movies.
is Iron Chef. Being
What's
the
the evolution thing? Survival of the
Survival of the Fittest?
the
You're
fit.
probably
I
a
don't
pro
know.
Stairway to Heaven fan.
Anyway, yeah, it's
Nobody watches Mark Dacascos movies. You're just wasting.
he's
your
awesome, you
breath.
guys. He's so good.
Nobody. My parents watch Hawaii Five-0. That's the only viewership he gets. So,
This is the Leandro's. Yeah, he does capoeira in the movie I'm
Mark's
talking
good
about.
movie. No, his good movie was
Only the Strong. That's the one. That's the
He was in
one.
Brotherhood of the Wolf. He's pretty good in that.
Oh, that's a great movie.
His good movie was the John Wick movie he was in. That was the good movie.
He was
in.
like barely in that movie.
That's why it was so good.
Oh shoot!
Number 4. Was that
I
Sir
know-
Alec Baldwin?
Yeah, it was.
It
I
was
know
Sir
it.
Baldwin.
But
Oh, Mercury Rising. Sweet.
It's in my title.
Oh yes, Mercury Rising. That's the
You know what
one.
the problem is? He doesn't have enough of Bruce Willis doesn't have enough obscure movies. So this is a very easy week. with the Bruce Willis
Yeah.
theme.
He doesn't take this to any old movie. Well, he didn't. He used to not take this to any old movie.
Oh,
Hawk
almost, Leandro. Almost.
you better try again next time.
Le Pacte de Lupus. Is that the same movie?
Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Oh, is he in
The Pacte de
Brotherhood of the Wolf?
Lupus.
Yeah.
It's a French movie. Yeah,
That movie was good for
he's
about
like
10 minutes.
he's like the
Yeah.
native guy in it. Oh, that movie's so good. I love Brotherhood
No,
of the Brother.
It is not. I don't like having to read my movies. I have a real problem with that.
I usually don't, but I really did enjoy that movie.
We are the Brotherhood of the Wolf. The Pacte de Lupus, the None of those obscure movies, anything in the last. Yeah, that's just cheating though when you do their old man straight to DVD movies.
Yeah. What's that one we watched it on a Bad Rat or Sad where he's like,
It's
Oh,
like
he
Die
was-
Hard, except he's the bad guy that time or something.
yeah,
He was
Yeah.
it was also at like in like a weird construction zone. Remember? It was like in a
Yes.
cement place or something.
You can
I
tell
don't
it's one
know.
of those low budget movies because it takes place in one location. The whole
So
movie.
I have some actual like I know why he's doing those movies and why he looks so weird and looks like he's phoning it in is because he's actually stepping away from acting. Did you guys know this?
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
He has
he's
a disease.
retiring because he has aphasia, which it's a condition that affects the ability to communicate. And they were having to like literally like he would study his lines for hours and then he still couldn't remember them, or he'd like forget how to kind of like talk, like he couldn't communicate with the camera. And so there's a lot of like him reading off of a script and they're showing like the back of his head, like instead of him talking, you know what I mean?
Oh,
So
Looping it in.
yeah,
Just a
it's
double.
it's kind of a bummer because he wanted to continue acting, but he's doing all these bad movies because he wasn't getting big ones because he was acting so terribly, and it just like was a downward
Oh.
spiral. So yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
is
sad.
kind of sad. It is kind of sad.
Way to bring it down.
That's really sad.
Well,
The
you
last
know,
big ones he had was like what, Red 2 or
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's one of those. But I mean, y'all were pooping on his bad movie, but he can't help it. I love.
Yeah, I'm still gonna poop on a bad movie. I don't care
well, I mean,
if it's bad
when
because
he
you're
did
sickly.
when he did Die Hard 5, I mean that was a good long time ago. And
He was
kinda-
communicating just fine when he made
Yeah.
Die Hard 5. There was no
He
excuse
was.
for that.
he looked
No
tired
issues.
in that movie. Real tired.
I'm on vacation.
Well, that was a paycheck, so
Yeah.
you know
Yeah, I
that was a
suppose.
paycheck for sure.
Couldn't have been a very big one. Number 5.
Yes, sir.
Tears of the Sun.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
an epic evening tonight,
Hey.
worthy of celebration. Macho also gets his first point,
Yes,
his first
Wow.
legit point because he usually cheats.
I did not cheat.
Almost.
Almost.
So close.
That was
It
so
sounds very
close.
similar.
That was Hudson Hellfire missile.
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
What about all the missiles they dropped on all those dudes?
Yeah,
Lots
all
of
those
missiles.
actors dead.
Dead.
Very sad.
Before they had the regulations on not blowing people up.
Stop killing your
filming a movie.
actors. Somebody kill Leandro Cappuccino.
You're gonna have to
Cappuccino. That sounds
Sing a
nice.
song all the way through while it's cooking.
We're almost through it, people. Number 6.
You got him? Hold on to him.
I love raising the pitch on these. Ah!
Al Capone. I don't know.
I don't even
Come on,
know.
stat.
My internet skipped a little bit. I didn't really see beyond the
Did
I
you
can
see the
play it
did
again.
you see the cement shoes?
that's about all I saw, yeah.
You can play it again. It's a quick one.
You got him? Hold on to him.
Was that Moonstruck?
No. Incorrect.
Moonlighting.
I'm trying to, Moonlighting it. I'm trying to think of what it is.
Is that a Godfather
I don't see
movie?
it. No.
It is a mob
Oh.
movie.
Mob
It's
movie.
not Godfather.
Well, it wasn't
It's good.
whole 9 yards. He didn't have hair in that.
That's true.
I had to cut that clip really quickly too because it immediately cut to naked people. So I had to cut that real fast.
Shoot, I'm trying to think. Was it a comedy?
No.
No. Okay. I wonder if I've
What's
seen
the one? What's the one that Ray Liotta's in? It's
Are
they
you
always
thinking Goodfellas? No.
Goodfellas. Yeah. No, it's not that. Knockaround Guys. No, it's Vin Diesel, I think.
No, we've done that one before too.
Not
that I'm above reusing movies.
it.
If they have many good deaths.
I don't know. I don't know any mob movies besides those.
5,
I'm just trying to run through his mob movies.
Hold on, let me do
4,
my thing.
3,
3,
2, 1. Do it, Cal.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
I like that so much.
They're both good.
Yeah, they're both good.
They're
Was
both
that
good.
Alex Trebek or was that the Mandalorian playing Alex Trebek?
True,
No, that's
it was-
true.
It is okay. It kind of looks like
You should use the Will Ferrell being Alex Trebek one.
Oh my gosh, it's the best.
Billy Bathgate.
Billy what?
is it?
Billy Bathgate.
Billy
I don't think I've seen
Bathgate?
that.
I've not seen it.
Got
Vaguely.
Nicole Kidman. It's got
vaguely
Dustin
familiar.
Hoffman.
Wow.
Is he a villain in that?
Who? Bruce Willis?
I know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't know if he was.
Just
No,
some guy.
He was kind of a good. He was still a mob guy, but
Did you guys know who Michael Francis is?
No.
no, I'm a Christian.
No. Michael Francis is a Christian who used to be in the mafia.
Impossible.
He's
Correct
actually
answer is
in.
No thanks. I'm driving.
Yeah, he's in Goodfellas. Like if you watch that intro scene where not intro, but when Leota's character is walking into the bar and it's showing all the guys. Michael Francis is one of the guys.
Wow.
And he's a Christian now. He's got a YouTube channel, and if you guys like mafia stuff, he just tells everything. It's insane. It's so cool.
Well, look, all mafia people are Christians. Let's be clear.
Oh my gosh.
They all love the Jesus.
You know, he just did one real quick. He just did a video where he was talking about this one cemetery in New York where like a lot of mafia bosses are buried. It's really freaking interesting. I don't know. Are you guys into mafia stuff? I think it's so. I think it's.
Nah, creeps me.
intriguing.
I'm probably related to a whole bunch of them. So I remember going to my my people's funerals growing up. All my grandparents, and there was always very sketchy men in nice suits. And I'm sorry for your grandfather. He was a good man. It's like, please don't touch me.
With a last name like Marianelli, you've got to have some
Yeah.
mob guys.
He just
Old-
just sell some soup.
old Italian Catholic town. Oh yeah, it was there's definitely some shiftiness going on there.
Do any of your relatives sleep with the fishes? I'm just curious.
I mean, the old ones do now.
No, like Luca Brasi.
Oh.
Like Bruce Willis just now.
I mean,
Take Godfather seriously for that scene alone.
I had a lot of uncles.
Fish
I
in the
don't know.
black vest.
A lot of everybody was an uncle growing up, and I turns out I had very few uncles.
Yeah.
Everybody was uncle somebody.
We do that. in
Whenever
our
they
family,
say an
do
uncle's
that.
name, they do the sign of the crucifix.
God bless him.
We got one more left.
One more.
One
I'm
more.
curious if
Yes.
Stat will get this one. I had a theory Stat was going to get them all until 6 and 7. But,
All right, here we go.
Wow.
kind of looks like Fat Steven Seagal in his younger days.
I remember seeing a snippet of this movie back in the day. Is it?
But do you know the name of it?
So many of
Fifth
them.
Element.
I
Mortal
posted
Kombat.
algorithm. What is it?
That's it.
Mortal Kombat.
Holy crap! Stat.
I
Well played,
only
sir.
got to use stupid one time.
I'm sorry.
One
You can use it for Macho.
Oh,
I'm sorry, it was Hudson
You
Hawk.
can use it.
Hudson Hawk.
Hudson Hawk.
What's in the box? Nothing! Absolutely nothing! Stupid! You're so stupid!
I love the high pitch on stupid. Stop! It's so friggin' funny.
Stop!
Oh my God.
Turtles are actually nature's suction cup.
Teaching poodles to fly.
There's a pile. Oh my gosh, I love that movie.
Well, congratulations. You again are the reigning champion.
Hey,
Amanda B, welcome. No, he is literally a
Amanda.
bird. He is literally a bird brain. Amanda.
Kinda.
He's a bird
I got
with a
one.
brain. It's very cool. You got most of them say, oh, Cal and Macho teamed up for 2 points tonight.
That's right.
So tag
Got
team
to
action
take him
there.
down. Yeah.
Hey, Amanda, you're a girl. Do you know any girls who
Confirm.
send us any friends of yours who are girls who want to play a tabletop role-playing game for Thursday night?
That's the creepiest thing you've ever said.
Send
Yeah,
us
it is.
any
It is.
girl.
History of
But I'm
Breaking
not
Bad.
gonna. I'm not gonna. Here's my thing. We're streaming it, and the ones that get the more views are the ones that have at least one girl in them. So I want to have like a girl to round things out.
Put
Hey,
them
But I don't know
right
any.
out
Except
there.
my
Word on the
wife.
street is your
She
lady.
goes to sleep too early.
Why don't you send
just
us some
sit around.
ladies for a night of D&D?
Hey, how you doing?
Who wants to play with old Cal Jameson?
Hey,
Roll
here's the
those
thing. My wife
dice.
offered to play, but it's too late for her. She goes to bed too early. So.
My wife is in bed, and I could use some ladies for D&D.
That's still
What,
it's
late
late.
tonight here
what
on
time does your
D&D.
wife go to bed, Cal?
By about the time that we're gonna start playing. So.
That's
she's
her
a
saying.
banker.
That's
She's
her
a
calling you
banker.
a
She's gotta be
huge
there
nerd.
early.
She's like, oh yeah, I'm going to bed at whatever time you're playing at.
Yeah.
No, I set the time because that's when she goes to bed, and I didn't want
Hail
to be
Agent
without her.
00.
What up, man?
Go.
I don't know how to adjust to you having power too. I'm gonna take it away.
Don't take it
I go
away.
to click something, and you've already clicked it.
I can see it. You get yourself some sunglasses and be like, it's ladies' night here at D&D. Ladies
Ladies'
roll with a
night.
+2 buffer.
I took care of the Cal Jameson situation here, so that's
Sunday,
fine.
Sunday. D&D
Oh, you fixed
rally.
it? So he's muted?
Sunday. Cal, you ready to come out of timeout? You can be a good boy.
He's like, how did you do that?
There we go.
Hey, you stinker! I'm taking away your power.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna take it away.
Don't. I'm having so much fun with it.
Eat this. It's
So-
kryptonite.
Mark is an administrator, but I am owner. Okay,
I am
owner.
guest.
Fine.
No power, no avatar, or just an avatar, nothing. You guys all
I
on
was
camera.
asked. What?
Just, you guys are all on camera acting all special. Here I am
Hey.
with a hat.
Oh my.
It's
It's a very American hat.
That's right.
I was asking, what is a Rennie girl? I don't know what.
No, that's
is that a
the
person?
creator, Rennie.
Rennie?
Rennie draws.
Did I know that name?
Renee. Yeah, she does
I
that.
don't
Fiendish.
Rennie, I
attention
think
to
it's pronounced
stuff,
Rennie.
I guess.
Isn't it Rennie? Rennie.
That was Reedy.
She always writes it Rennie though. She does Fiendish. We've had her in one of our CGWF matches. But Cal's usually blackout drunk.
Name
during
that
those.
book.
Do you want me to send you a link? By the way, nice name, Cal. See if I can
Tim
find it.
Allen, Toolman noises. Yeah, send me a link. I'll look it up.
Hey, Macho, I see what you did.
Agent
Enough of
Agent
that.
Zero. I'm currently in Mutant City Blues campaign.
What is
on
that?
Wednesday night.
Mutant City Blues.
Tell us what it is.
It's a sad, sad city full of mutants.
Agent Zero, we're playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles next Tuesday, same time. Same bat time, same bat channel.
So did you update Mark's character? Didn't he want his character
No,
updated?
he didn't want to change. He changed his mind on changing it.
What-
He's saying the
he
same.
changed his mind on changing it.
I
Okay.
changed my mind
Yeah,
on changing it. We're just gonna
staying the
roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. Macho, by the way, thank you. That's a very nice name you gave yourself.
Amanda says Rennie will bring the views. So
That is true.
right.
She will bring the views.
Who is it?
But I doubt
Alright,
she's gonna
buddy.
play with us.
Buddy, hook it up.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, look, I'm done. My role is finished for the evening. I'm tapping out. Oh no, Cal's getting yelled at. He ate the wrong
He's in
burrito.
trouble, man. He's in trouble.
I wish everybody could have seen him before the stream, just wolfing that burrito down so he could have a finish.
Oh my gosh, he goes full snake on it, man. He unhinges his
Hot dang.
He unhinges it back here and just goes.
Just unlocks.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I only ate half because I didn't want to be going in on the stream again.
I appreciate that. The chat appreciates that.
A detective game using a gumshoe engine based around trying.
I'm gonna
to
click
solve
it, Cal. Can I click it or can I
perpetrated-
click it? I'm clicking it.
You click it. I clicked it, but it doesn't do anything.
Click what?
Cal Macho was reading a thing, and so I thought I'd pull it up on screen, but
Make it bigger so I can read.
Oh yeah.
That's as big as I can make it, man.
We play detectives who have powers. That reminds me of that old show, The Sentinel. Remember that, where he had like all kinds of like crazy, like he could see super far or whatever, but he had to shut all his other senses off. So like when he's like looking with his telescope vision, you could come up to him with a pipe and just beat the heck out of him or something like that.
I don't know
I don't
about
remember that
this
show
one.
at all. That sounds awesome, though.
That sounds great.
I remember Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, the
Oh,
game
that was
show.
a great little game show.
That's kind of where my head's at. Buddy Lord says, I know nothing of her, just caught her wearing a green beard one day in a game she plays with some of her, I think, friends, so no connection here.
She has very
She had a
enthusiastic.
beard. Okay, bearded lady.
Oh,
Bearded
got
lady.
she got over 5K followers. I don't think I'm gonna entice her to come play D&D with me.
Hey, you want to play some D&D with old Cal Jameson?
I used to have
sound like
2K
that guy from
followers.
Family Guy.
You ever watch Shinobi? You ever heard of Shinobi Sasquatch? That's me.
Comic
kind of a big
artist,
deal.
creator of Fiendish, connoisseur of manga, gore, and dark pagan things. That's on her. Her.
A hush falls over the crowd.
She's very. We'll end the discussion. She's very popular in the CG world. So
All right.
there you go.
All right. I just now followed her. I didn't even know who she was before. Renee, if you watch this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have a wife, and so I don't look at girls ever. So I don't pay attention to them.
Why does it have to be weird? Why do you make it weird?
It's not weird.
Like, I have a
weird 'cause
wife,
I
so I don't typically follow female.
It'd be weird if I did like go around looking at who are all the female
But
creators.
do you want to play
That'd be
Dungeons
weird.
and Dragons with me? Do you want to play?
That's weird though. You're right. That is a little weird. Only guys allowed. New rule. Only guys allowed.
Welcome, 24 Eyes. And,
Hi.
Hi.
Greatest VHS game ever is Captain Power. No, I think the greatest VHS game was Nightmare. Have you guys ever played Nightmare?
I remember that.
VHS based game. Incredible.
Was that just like trivia? Did you just watch a thing and then?
No, you had like this. You put the VHS tape in and you played, and so you would roll. I can't remember if you rolled dice or what, but you'd go around on the board, and every once in a while, the like crypt keeper, the dungeon, like the guy, the grave guy would like pop up on the screen and like try to scare you as like jump scares and stuff. It was really funny.
So the VHS is playing the whole time you're playing the game?
Yeah. And so it'd be like creepy music and stuff, and then he'd pop up and like yell at you and tell you you had to do something.
So these games could not exceed like 2 hours tops.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the community episode with the VHS game?
No.
It's called Pocket Full of Bullets. It's like a Western themed one. The funny thing is they got Vince Gilligan to come and be the guy in the fake game. And then the girl, I forget her name. Anyway, it's really funny. You should go back and watch that episode. It's
man, somebody has put the Nightmare VHS game on YouTube.
Oh really?
I can't believe it. It looks
That's
like
kind of a genius idea. Is put all these old
there's
VHS
a
on YouTube.
30-second clip of it that's I just found.
I have a VHS. I have a VCR back there. We could.
Does it still work? It works.
Yeah, it works. Yeah. I watched the Garfield something anniversary special from like 1993 on there recently. So I had it recorded on TV.
Oh, dude,
so good.
Yeah, I'd love to watch just for that feel, like hook it up to an old tube TV and throw a VHS in. It'd be pretty
Feels real
awesome.
good.
Yeah,
Feels
that
real
does feel
good.
Real good.
Well, look, let's move on.
What do we got? What's next?
What do you say, Mr. Host?
I don't. I read the things.
Captain Host Man.
I go
Top
by
that is
whatever they tell me in the show notes, and all from last week, it says we can do
Okay,
whatever.
we'll do top
week
that.
says.
We'll do top that. Top that.
Oh no!
Do it.
Sure, top that.
Do it.
I'm king, and they know it. When I snap my fingers, everybody stays short. I'm hot, and you're not. But if you want to hang with me, I'll give it one shot. Top that.
Top that.
Still love it.
Love it every time. Every time.
Every
Top that
time.
is the universe's favorite story pitch game show that pits writer against writer against writer, and we each have 2 minutes
Bird.
to pitch. And sometimes it's writer against writer against writer against writer, and then on and so forth. We each have 2 minutes to pitch, and we have had one, generally speaking, but not this time. We've had 1 week to write a pitch. We've had 2 days, I think, this time, because I picked the premise, the genre, and the writing prompt before, so that we are all kind of on level playing field. Amanda says that Teen Witch is one of her favorite movies. I wouldn't go saying that out loud.
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
You know, that could
I'm
also be like a
joking.
cannibal movie. You know what I mean?
What could be Teen Witch?
Yeah.
Why
Like,
can't you know, I've never actually seen it.
Like a Teen Witch, like
Oh,
this is a delicious Teen Witch.
bad jokes, people.
yeah.
Little 9-year-old girl here, Stat. Come on.
Yeah,
Talking
that's
about
how the
eating
real
human
world
beings.
Do you know what
Welcome to real
cannibalism
life.
is? Do you have an ear in?
You ever see a seagull
she
eat
doesn't
a
have an
chicken
ear.
nugget? It's the same principle.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
It means nothing. It doesn't mean anything, right, guys?
What were our themes this week?
Oh man.
Hudson Hawk.
This week it is pitching. It is the premise is a guest who begins to suspect that they're not the only guest. The prompt is Bruce Willis, and the genre is what is the genre? Thriller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cal's cheating this week. He got his sweet, adorable daughter to help him write his pitch. And, so we are now
I'll
not
just
allowed to
bow out now.
criticize Cal Jamison's pitch tonight. So you guys should just admit defeat immediately.
To be fair, I should
Forfeit.
let you. I should let her give you her version of the pitch, and then I'll read mine, and you'll be able to vote accordingly.
That's a great idea.
Well, then
You should go first.
That way, you can see how much of her pitch I worked into mine, and how much I made it.
Literally I cannot vote for anybody except you because you got your daughter pitching it. I'm gonna say you lose. Life's
help
tough, kid.
Would it help if
Welcome
mine
to the
started
real
out
world.
like Bruce Willis was the leader of the Goonies?
You'd lose immediately, Mark.
There you go.
You get muted like that. That's what happens. Just like that. There we go. All right. Well, let's start with Cal, I guess, because he's gonna be our winner tonight anyway.
Sounds
So
great.
bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, let me solo me and start my 2-minute.
All right.
countdown.
Impress us, Emma.
Okay, where is it? There it is. Okay, I'm gonna read it though, so you just look cute while I'm reading. A hot-headed former Boston homicide detective turned mafia enforcer turned Catholic exorcist, Father Butch the Butcher McHallenbeck, is invited to the home of reclusive suspense novelist H.M. Wallace for dinner to discuss Butch consulting on his next book. But before he takes his first bite of Swedish meatballs, the rebel cop turned stone killer turned reformed man of faith discovers the house has other unwanted guests of the no longer alive variety. From glowing red eyes in the floor vents to ominous scratching inside the walls to cryptic gravy-based messages scrawled onto the floor, the truth quickly becomes clear. That house is haunted by the ghosts of criminals he killed as a cop, cops he killed as a criminal, and demons he exorcised as a priest, and 2 zombies because why not? After the ultra-modern home goes into lockdown, trapping the 2 inside, Wallace ventures into the basement to allegedly override the system, while Butch is left alone to fend off attacks from unseen assailants and reanimated corpses. When Wallace reemerges from the basement, he asks Butch to hear his confession. He's not just a reclusive suspense writer, he's also a voodoo drug lord whose first son was killed by Butch the cop in a drug raid, and whose second son was killed by Butch the assassin in a mob hit. Now, Butch has to re-whack the brothers, exorcise the demons, and put a voodoo kingpin Wallace behind bars, all on an empty stomach. This summer, get to the movies and get haunted with Father Butch and Triple Tap. Stop that.
Oh, it even has the giggles at the end. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner for the evening.
Yeah, I know. I could just tap out right now.
Take a victory lap. Nicely done, Emma.
That was very good.
Nicely done. Well
I
played.
want to vote for that.
What's that?
She asked if you know which part was hers that I put into it.
The part about gravy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Gravy-based messages.
Gravy was my part. That's all me.
You should have named the
gravy.
voodoo guy Papa Shango. I like that.
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That'd be a good Easter egg.
Papa Shango. Okay, he is.
Shango.
That's part of the pitch now. I still had 20 seconds left. So
what part was Emma's?
Cal's pitches always. He says they're not 2 minutes, but they always seem longer than 2 minutes.
Because he gives himself 4. But,
I know.
it was
which
1
part
minute
was,
and 40 seconds. I'm sorry you have to endure all.
No, that's
1
not
minute
what
and
I'm
40
saying.
seconds of it.
That's not what I'm saying.
Emma's part was the glowing eyes in the vent. The
Ooh.
dinner, the fact that he didn't get to eat dinner.
I mean, that's horrifying right there.
It's very sad not getting.
Because she knows how her dad gets when he doesn't get to eat his burrito.
I know.
I actually said dinner is just about ready.
She actually said dinner was just about ready, and I kind of changed it to him not being able to eat, like having to kill everything on an empty stomach.
Cal's like, what's the most horrifying thing I can think of?
killing
Missing my
a bunch
shrimp
of things.
burrito. Oh!
I'm not happy I did the shrimp, honestly. You're right, Mark.
Is shrimp in a burrito a thing people do?
Yeah, so in San Diego, Diablo shrimp burrito is every Mexican restaurant has Diablo shrimp burrito.
That's so weird.
But it's basically just shrimp, rice, white sauce, and Diablo sauce, which is super spicy. I always loved that burrito, but when I got one tonight, it wasn't Diablo, it was just regular, and it needs to have that Diablo to like offset the.
I love how Cal starts talking about burritos and like the viewership just drops by like 5.
Yeah, it goes away. I'm done. Okay, so who's next? Is it Stat or Macho?
How about Macho? Because he looks like he's about to fall asleep if he doesn't just pitch out immediately.
This is gonna be the worst. Hold on.
I think I can top that. Are we topping it for worst?
Yeah, no.
Tonight?
Oh, my dog keeps pushing my computer. Stop.
Sounds like a country song.
What are you doing, dog? What are you doing?
There's the chorus.
Big old dog. All right. Give me one sec. Stop pushing.
Yeah.
All right.
I wish they could hear your laugh. It's so cute.
All right. I'm ready.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about Macho. You can hear his laugh. It is very cute.
My laugh is very cute.
I pitch good. Parentheses, Macho Dano, your 2 minutes starts now.
All right, this is more of an idea than a pitch, but we have Milton as our main character, and he loves to go bird watching, so he's gone to this hotel, the Briarley Hill B&B. It's a beautiful hotel in the outskirts of the city, and while he's there, he's there alone, he thinks, but he keeps seeing... he keeps seeing dog, come on. He keeps
I
seeing
think it's another-
evidence of of somebody else there, like plates that were left in the sink or something like that at this Airbnb or this B&B he's at, a regular B&B, and he comes to find out that there is a man that they're hiding there under like witness protection because he's seen a Yakuza hit, and the Yakuza are after him. And he's been extremely injured. He's kind of our hero in the story. He's a retired military or something like that. Anyway, Milton has to help our hero save the day. He's in a wheelchair and he can only move one of his arms. And Milton realizes he's hiding at the B&B and helps him defeat the Yakuza from attacking the city and the dogs in the way. And that's it. That's what I got.
Hello.
He's just standing here. He's very sad. He hasn't gotten enough attention today, and he needs attention. So, anyway, that was my pitch. I don't have a name. Top that.
All right.
Wow.
And Bruce Willis is in there somewhere.
Nacho, look, you put everybody to sleep.
Bruce Willis is in there somewhere.
Okay.
Judging by
moving
everybody's
on
name,
to-
Nacho, that was very entertaining. Good job.
Very funny.
All right.
Very funny.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can make up for Bruce Willis's absence and laugh.
Okay, please do.
Hi, how you doing?
Your 2
My
minutes
turn.
starts now.
My movie or story would have Bruce Willis starring as a happy-go-lucky guy named Bruce, invited to a mansion in Bruceville, as his host, also played by Bruce Willis, whose name is Dr. Billis, quickly gives Bruce reason to suspect he's not alone, which he isn't. He finds out that he is a clone of the real Bruce Willis and has to fight to stay alive as the Bruce Willis cult of clones. Tries to take him out before he can save his beloved dog and son, both played by Bruce Willis. This movie called Bruce, coming to you. Never top that.
Oh my gosh.
46
Well
seconds.
done.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I would give so much money to watch a movie that's just everybody is Bruce Willis.
I didn't even have a pitch. I made that up off the top.
Especially now, knowing that he can't communicate with people, like that would be such a glorious disaster to just watch that for 2 hours.
0 viewers.
Yeah, we did it. We did it, everybody.
We did it, everybody.
We did it,
That's for
everybody.
You're
Well,
welcome.
the joke's on you, chat. We were trying to see if we could scare you all away tonight, and you fell right
We
into
did
our
it. It
trap.
was a goal, and we did it.
It's like 15 shows streaming right now.
We're trying to compete with Billy Tucci, Mandy Summers, and Geeks and Gamers right now. It's not going to happen.
Not gonna happen.
But we still have Amanda on board.
Yay!
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you,
She
Amanda.
gets me. She gets me.
She probably has our stream muted, and she's got the other ones in other tabs. Just
Like, what were they talking about? Bruce Willis, right? Okay, I'm Bruce Willis coming.
we have the pity tab in the corner.
Ugh.
Well, look, congratulations, Cal and Emma. You're the winners tonight.
Mhm.
We're the winners. Giving woo!
Look, I wasn't even being polite.
Destroyed the
That was just
competition.
you're the only ones that put any effort into your pitch. Clearly.
Oh
this
my
evening.
He had his dog. Macho had his dog. I had nobody.
I gotta
Yeah,
have
but-
her help me every week, right?
Stat, you were a close second because as goofy as you were trying to be with that, I love the idea of
I was truly
an all
trying
Bruce
to see
Willis
how many
cast.
times I could get Bruce Willis in.
Isn't there like a one with what's his name?
Eddie Murphy, Nutty Professor.
No.
Review
What's
that.
shoot? Stop talking for a second. Don't talk to me. Caddyshack. Bill Murray. And there one with Bill Murray, and he it's like multiple Bill Murray.
No, that's Michael Keaton. Multiplicity.
No, not that.
That's a clone movie.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anyway.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm, like,
there was
delirious at
a
this
Bruce
point.
Willis
I'm so
movie
tired.
where he fights his younger self, Looper.
Looper, yeah. I actually
Yeah.
like Looper.
I like him. That
I
was
like
back when
Looper.
Ryan Johnson made
You.
a good movie.
Who directed Looper? It was
Ryan Johnson.
Is it Ryan Johnson?
The Last Jedi guy, yeah.
Before he ruined Star Wars.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He also
that movie
directed
and,
Ozymandias, which was the best episode of Breaking Bad. I don't know what happened between that and Star Wars. It's crazy.
I know you guys haven't watched it, but Moon Knight was pretty good. It's pretty good.
Stop it, Macho.
It's pretty
Can you
good.
stop
I
now?
watched it.
Can you just stop?
I watched it. What are you gonna do?
You're paying for so many groomers.
I was
Oh,
I was
Your
watching
money.
1991's Robin Hood with my wife the other night, so I missed it. She was all power balloting Bryan Adams. It was crazy.
Look into my eyes. Dude, I saw you posted on Twitter and I got so giddy because that's like one of my favorite movies ever.
She'd never seen it. She loved it.
Are you
Robin
kidding
Hood?
me? Oh my
We've
god.
got
Did
like
she love
5
it?
or 6. Yeah, oh, she did. We have 5 or 6 versions of Robin. We got the 40s one. We got the Russell Crowe one. We got that one. We got the new one we haven't watched. We're both very scared to watch that new one because we heard it's terrible.
I haven't watched it yet either.
Yeah, and then the Disney one. She loves the Disney one too. So
Of course. And Men in Tights.
yeah, we got that one too. Yep, Men in Tights.
No, that Kevin Costner one is like the definitive Robin Hood to me. The
Even
only
though
thing
they-
I can't do with that movie is when the witch spits into the frying pan.
Oh,
That they lose me. Like I can't do that scene. Like I can't. I close my eyes every time. I can't do it.
I think
Oof.
Alan Rickman thought he was like in a cartoon. Like everybody else was
The
like
lovely twit.
with a spoon. Everybody's so disgusting in that movie. Oh, I love it so
They
much.
are
You know,
so disgusting.
Watching that movie and it reminded me of like how desperate Disney was to recreate that with the Three Musketeers. Like they got
Yeah.
Michael Wincott to be the bad guy, and they got Bryan
I'm-
Adams and Sting and like somebody else to do the theme song. And
I never watched that movie, the new Three Musketeers they did. I never saw it.
it wasn't bad. It was just Disney. It didn't do great. Disney didn't have any respect for it because they don't put any new like stuff out. Same with Rocketeer.
Remember the Man in the Iron Mask? Wasn't that a Musketeer movie?
That's like the
You
fourth
didn't like
chapter or something.
you
That's
didn't
a
like
really
the
good one.
Rocketeer?
No, Disney, because it didn't do very well. Because like back in the day, people were like Disney's Rocketeer, so they didn't go to see it. And
Right.
to this day, like Disney shows no respect when they put it out on Blu-ray for like the big anniversary thing. The special feature was like a trailer, and it wasn't even in like high definition trailer. It was like standard definition, really crappy
Dude.
quality
For the
trailer.
Rocketeer?
That was, yeah, that
I
was a special
love
feature
the Rocketeer.
anniversary.
I remember I watched that a bunch of times when I was a kid. I
Oh
love
yeah,
that
me too.
movie.
They sharpened it a little bit and then put it out on Blu-ray and said anniversary. They did nothing for it.
Yeah. This is a money grab.
Yeah, that was there was like a fun era of superhero or comic movies like The
Oh, so they
Shadow
tried to
and,
do, like-
and The Phantom, and they're all terrible movies, but they're so much fun.
Well, Mask of Zorro did really well.
Oh, Mask of Zorro.
Did it? I don't think I've probably
The first
seen
one
that,
did,
but
the
I
second
don't
one not so
remember.
much.
The second one was garbage. Wait, what? Macho, you never seen Mask of Zorro?
I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember if I have.
It's on TBS every other weekend, I think.
Antonio Banderas. He was young.
I think I have seen
Dick
this.
Tracy in 1990.
I did watch Dick Tracy. I like Dick Tracy. I feel like I've seen The Mask of Zorro. I just don't remember it. I probably haven't seen it since 1998.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah.
That's the reason we all watched it back in.
Yeah, exactly.
Phantom was underrated. That didn't make any money either back in the
The
I like
Phantom?
that's Billy Zane, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Billy Zane was a fan.
Treat Williams.
Was that the one where they have that microscope and had the little blades that came out?
Yeah.
Oh,
You lied.
oh, that was brutal.
I wish they would have done the Wilhelm scream when that happened, but they didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, they did the Shadow that time.
Shadow
That
is-
was a really good
Yeah,
one, too.
Shadow.
If you
good.
know The Shadow, it wasn't a great movie, but just by itself, it was a pretty good
I
movie.
didn't
It
know
was
any
pretty-
of
I
these
like. Does it count? Does Darkman count?
Heck
sort
yeah,
of, I
Darkman
mean-
counts.
Dude,
yeah, he was trying to
Darkman-
make The Shadow, but he couldn't get the rights.
Right, yeah, that was
Yeah, it was a great
was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid, and a kid shouldn't be watching that. That's a messed up
No,
movie.
but we all saw that as
But
a
we all
child.
saw it. Oh my gosh!
Oh, yeah.
so good. I
For
love
sure.
that movie.
That cigar cutter. Like, oh,
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best Liam Neeson movie. I'm going out on a limb and saying that.
Really?
Liam.
that's where you're
Neeson.
going for Liam Neeson.
Yeah, Liam Neeson.
You didn't
That's
like
right.
High Spirits?
I've never seen that ever.
Steve Gutenberg? Beverly D'Angelo?
No, never seen it.
It's not that great.
Never seen it.
By the way,
Yeah.
I've given up hope of catering to any viewers we might have left because I don't think we.
No,
have
I
any,
don't
so
care.
I'm
We're gonna
just
start
talking about
whatever
movies
we
now
want
that I like.
Yeah, exactly. Talk about movies we like.
You guys like this movie? Yeah, it's a good movie. There we go. We'll see this
It's
one.
around
We
good.
should put
That's
it.
a good one too. That's also a really good
Kind
one.
of reminds me of that movie that wasn't so good.
Yeah, I saw that one too. It's pretty good. It's rent it a lot. It's good stuff. You okay,
I'm a
Cal?
huge fan of this one movie, but it was the other one.
Yes, I'm reading something. Sorry.
Cal's reading about Roe v. Wade today, and he's
Yeah, right.
Oh,
No, I mean I had a ton of tweets that they all got lots of love today about abortion.
are you going for a record?
The thing I wasn't. I just was triggered as all get out.
Hmm.
Can I just say, I don't want to do a soapboxy thing tonight or get on this too much, but Christians were the ones infuriating me today. Liberal Christians were making me very mad today. One specific tweet, you actually quote tweeted it, Cal, and it got under my skin. Like if you're pro-life, then you also have to be like.
That was a Christian that said that?
Well, no, there was the Christians responding to that one that was making me like, yeah, challenge accepted. You know, like you people.
Did you see my response to him? I didn't.
Yeah.
I quote tweeted, but I also had a response where I said, if you claim to be pro AB, then you also have to be pro euthanasia at any age, from birth to whenever, if so long as the mother is.
What do young people in China have to do with that?
China.
You said euthanasia.
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 You are
Anyway,
rocking the dad jokes tonight, right on.
I know. Well, he always does.
done.
You just
I'm
have
No,
to
go
listen.
on, Cal. Sorry, go on. Proceed.
No. It's okay. The dad joke was better entertainment than what I was saying.
Now
Anyway,
listen to
go
it.
read my Twitter. Go read my Twitter if you want to. If you're curious, I have lots of good stuff on there today. What I was reading a minute ago was a job thing. It's boring.
A job thing.
I posted. So I went to apply for a job last night. I saw a job pop up, a worship pastor job. And I realized I didn't have my resume posted on church staffing, so I was like, oh, I better post that. And I posted it, and this is hilarious. I mean, as Christians, you guys are gonna think this is really funny, especially Mark, because of your view on worship music. So my YouTube channel has always had like all the worship stuff that I do. Well, I decided to post some Civil Wars covers from like years ago, from like 10 years ago. The Civil Wars are like a pop folk duo.
Yeah, I've heard.
So I did a cover of Poison and Wine with a girl who I used to sing with, and it's really good. Like it's really a solid cover, and I posted those on my YouTube channel. The only difference between now and the other times that I've posted my resume on this website is posting that song, Poison and Wine. I posted my resume last night. I got a call immediately this morning from a church in Iowa, an email from another church in Illinois, and then I just got an email from a church in California. And that song, forget about all the worship stuff that's posted. That song has more views than all the worship stuff. It did until a little bit later in the day, and then the first song on the playlist started getting more views. But that song, so the first song on the playlist is going to get more views because it's the first one. If they click my link, that plays automatically, right? But that Civil War song had just as much, had more views, and then just as much views for a long time as that first playlist song, which means that a pastor or somebody was telling their staff, go watch this specific song. They were sending a link to that song, not a worship song. I'm super amused by that because it's not even in a style I would lead worship in.
I want the link to this though. But you have some some interests.
I'm not moving out of Arizona right now. So
come get a job in Fort Worth, Texas. Come chill with your boy Mark.
There you go.
Me and Cal. I'll go to your church.
Fort Worth? You're in Fort Worth?
Yeah.
I've seen jobs. I've totally passed up jobs in Fort Worth. I'll keep an eye on.
Wow.
Just threw them in the garbage. Read Fort Worth and said, nah.
Nah.
Look,
I I would play the song now, but it's under my real name, and I don't want everyone every Tom,
You
Dick,
can
and Harry knowing my real
you
name.
can play it for us later.
Yeah,
We know you. All right.
Hey guys, I have no one's watching anyway, but I had
No.
Mutt and I had an interesting discussion today in the Discord. I'm changing subjects.
Do it.
Not for any reason. Just I remembered it. We were talking about Eric July is getting ready to start. He bought like a warehouse today, I guess, for his whole thing that he's doing. And we were saying like, wow, that seems ambitious. You know, he hasn't put out any product yet, but he's getting the warehouse. And he's like expecting to be selling lots of comics, I imagine. And we were both wondering, like, I wonder if they'll actually be any good. You know, or we're because we haven't seen anything by him or any of his writing content before. And what Mutt had said was he does a lot of, he seems to have a lot of knowledge of DC and Marvel and kind of what went wrong through the years. So he's confident that what he makes will be decent. And it got me thinking, do you guys think that, and I'm not disagreeing with him, I think Eric's probably capable of making a good comic, but do you guys think that having knowledge of an expansive knowledge of DC and Marvel and Image and all these things and what made comics great at one point and being able to criticize what makes them bad now makes you capable of creating good new content?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I would say no.
I think you're trying to appeal to the odds from back then. Absolutely. If you're trying to, but I mean, at the same time, they've already had those stories. You know what I mean? So like, you can make a Batman knockoff, and you might write some good stories, but people are probably going to go, "It's Batman knockoff."
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to get something new, it's a little trickier because I mean, you look at Dogman. Came out of nowhere. It looks like a kid drew it. Huge. That's comics right now. But I mean, the thing with him is he's got a big audience that's all ready to buy what he's got. You know, they're used to his music, they're used to his channels, stuff like that. So it might work pretty well for him. But I think just having an idea where knowledge would be really good of the past stuff is if you were to get an editing job at the big two and you wanted to be a steward and bring those type of stories back. I think.
Yeah, I'm of the same mindset. My point of reference is and I don't want to be the guy that poo-poos anybody, but Jawbreakers was number one, at least was very underwhelming, I thought. And
I didn't read it.
But this is coming from somebody who clearly had a knowledge of what made comics really good at one point, certainly understood what makes them bad now, and clearly had a passion to course correct comics. But and I haven't read a lot of his stuff. I actually like the second Jawbreakers, but the first one, seemed underwhelming. I wasn't.
Well, there are a lot of guys that can say, "I can do that," and then you look at it and you go, "Well, I mean, it's full of plot holes."
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like
being a writer is another whole. I mean,
right.
knowing what was good and bad about comics, or what was good and what's bad now, doesn't like immediately make you a great writer. Like you still have to learn to be a great writer. And Meyer is getting better as far as I've heard. I didn't read anything past the first one because I just was like so underwhelmed. But I've heard he's been getting better and better. So
yeah, my argument was kind of I can know everything about Nightcrawler. I can know what made him great. I can know visually why he was appealing, thematically why he was appealing, but all that knowledge and I can know exactly what they did wrong with him later in the years, and I could talk for hours about how they ruined this character or whatever, but that doesn't necessarily mean that when I put out Starfetched one day that it's gonna be Nightcrawler tier, like giant size X-Men tiers of popular or creative, interesting.
Well, yeah, I mean, knowing why something is not good isn't the same as knowing how to make something like excellent.
Well, there's a good and a bad to starting something new up, because I mean the problem with it's like a double-edged sword for like geeks is they don't tend to, they say they want new stuff, but they don't tend to like new things, so I mean, like when you change a host on a show that they're used to, they're like, this guy sucks, he's not the guy I've been watching, what is this, like, and then after a while they get used to that person and they'll defend him to the death, many of them.
Right. Yeah.
And it's the same with writers. Like you get a new Batman writer, a Spider-Man writer, he takes it in a wildly different direction. You go like, I don't think I can do this. This sucks. And then after a while, you start to get invested in what he's doing. And all of a sudden, well, he's a great writer now. But then it can also change real fast, too. We're like, no, he had me, but then he lost me real quick. But I mean, like, you know, it's so much out there. You can
That's
just
Snyder in a nutshell.
turn to somewhere else. It's just so it's hard for comics. And I mean, I think a lot of comics is powered by nostalgia.
Oh yeah,
And
totally.
That's a tough spot to be in because movies aren't like that. You know, yeah, you have nostalgia for old movies that you've seen, but they're constantly coming out and they're constantly getting better. Maybe a little more boring and homogenized and generic, even though they've never looked better. But that's but comics it's a thing that kids have to be raised on, and it's a thing that you either have to find yourself, that special book that you just be like, wow, what is this? Because honestly, it's a skill. Some people don't even need to know how to read the order of the panels. You know, does it go up and down? Does it go, manga makes it a little harder. You open that up from the back and you go right to left. So I mean, kids can figure it out because I mean, you know, they figure out electronics real fast. They can figure out which way to read a book, but you know, the older you get, the less interesting I think it becomes. To the mass appeal. I mean, you know, you're gonna always have little niches of people, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's the thing.
Yeah, nostalgia is tricky too because you're basing your stuff on nostalgia, but you know, and it's going to be great to people who love that nostalgia as well. But you know, is it possible to create something that's going to be nostalgic for somebody 30 years from now, looking back on like, oh, I remember my first, you know, indie book.
I mean, there's a lot of people talking about how Pokemon are nostalgic for them, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Pokemon is
they have no place in our society,
right? They don't, but I mean, anything could be nostalgic.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you grew up with some good memories. But I think the thing with July is like, I mean, I don't know how much he's putting into this because he could certainly use that warehouse for other things. But he's got his music and he's got his YouTube channel. So if the comics don't work out, I mean,
it wasn't even a critique on July at all. I was just curious. Right. You know, it seems like a lot of CG, I guess in general, is people who not damaged, but like, you know, very offended by kind of what's out now. So like, we're going to do better. We're going to we know everything about what made them great once. So let's bring that back.
Well, I will say one pitfall for a lot of newer comic book artists is two things. One, they tend to write an entire story around a scene, a cool idea that they have, you know, and what you get with that, you get Mission Impossible 2, because that's exactly what he did with that. He did the whole movie around the motorcycle fight at the end and just built the story from there.
Oh, that was a terrible scene too.
But you also get people that don't quite realize that you have to, you know, it's not all cool action and stuff like that. You're going to be drawing a lot of like bookcases and chairs and cars and, you know, stuff like you're going to get 3 or 4 pages out of it, 20 pages. That's going to be just a joy to draw. But then the rest of it's going to be locations and people moving, you know, from point A to point B and stuff like that, depending on, of course, what you're doing. But, you know, and you tend to lose steam when you have to get through that. You're like, this sucks. It's hard. I don't want to draw this. I'd rather draw some dude punching through another dude's head or something like that. But you can't. You gotta get the setup before the takedown. And, you know, that's where the biggest challenge, because people draw figures all the time. They draw superheroes, they draw women, but they don't sit down to draw like a really nice chair in perspective. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds silly, but then when you look at the thing and the figures look great and the background is all wonky, well, I mean, you're probably not going to get a crazy amount of sales, and that's going to be a hurdle to jump through. I mean, I think it's getting better.
Oh, I hit his face. I was going to get him mid-yawn.
But
sucker.
I mean,
wow, he's good. He anticipated you.
I knew it was going to happen.
Saw me going for it.
I knew it was going to happen.
It was like the 5th yawn. I was like, I'm going to get him on this one.
Dude, I was yawning so much, I had to take the camera off.
Just go for it. It's a staple of Breaking Rad.
See, I just got to do that when I need to yawn.
Y'all doing this to me.
I don't know where it's all going to go, but I hope it's somewhere good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to to cut off your thing there, buddy.
I yawned so much, like some tears came out of my eyes that time. Oh man, that's a good
You're just
yawn.
moved by Stat's speech.
But I don't think we're going to get
that's a
anywhere
good
if we're just
yawn.
kind of promoting to ourselves all the time.
Yeah, no,
Definitely.
Yeah, it was just interesting because I was thinking there are a lot of people in CG, I guess, or whatnot, or just indie in general, who are probably just trying to make something that we can know enough about comics, but it's really hard to kind of create something that
there's a lot of people who think they've created something that is iconic and nostalgic and will be something that is endearing and forever, but they didn't. Even though they think they did, it's not gonna be that thing. And I don't think that's what you need to go into indie comics to do, honestly.
Well, I think one of the problems that I see is, hey, how's it going? So, one of the problems that I see is just like when I see a character, it's very obvious that it's written for like a single moment. Do you know what I mean? Like the power, that whatever, like that. It's just for that one, and then
you gotta have that. You gotta have that one panel when you set up your Indiegogo that like makes people be like, oh.
Right, but I mean, the character's kind of useless after that one moment in the story, and then you've got this character sitting in the background, like, do I get any lines today? No. Okay.
Yeah.
Take a little page off of like Incredible Hulk, the TV series. Like, that's one situation that'll work 1,000 different times.
You just gotta get him to the point where he's angry.
He gets thrown into a box, and then the show starts.
Yes.
And he throws somebody into a river, or over a car hood, or into a pinball machine.
Anyway, I'll just throw the disclaimer out there. No offense if you thought we were speaking of you specifically, whoever is watching down the road.
It was all about me.
All about Stat. And it wasn't a dig on Eric July either. It made me think of. There
It's
seems to be
not-
a lot of that is spurred from.
We're not talking
an
about.
industry.
We're not talking about any of you, but we're talking about that person you're thinking about.
Totally.
Well, I mean, these kind of talks are good for people that are listening and thinking about doing something. But
Mudman.
like you look back at your stuff and you go, "Holy crap,
Mudman.
I have done that here and here and here," or something like that. Like that's why you don't sit and say like, "Oh, this guy, he sucks." You just talk about problems you see all over the place and hope that somebody can fix something and make a great book. That's what we all want, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Great stuff to read.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'm switching Tom. Well, not really, but
Let's switch.
great, good books. I got I got this. I don't know if we don't have to do the David the Dime thing today, but the short bus with
The
David
short
Ritter? Is that what
bus,
it is?
man. The short box.
With David the Dime.
I'm gonna take my shirt off and put on a cowboy hat.
He hasn't been here since we showed that intro, and
Yeah, he has. Hasn't he?
I don't think he's been on
He's coming.
since.
He'll be back next week. I just talked to him.
Okay.
He's been really busy. He's
I
doing
guess I did do the intro.
video game stuff.
Yeah. I wasn't even going to go into like all my stuff, but I just wanted to show off. I got
Ooh,
Joe M.
what is that?
Sontag's,
Oh, that-
his Ash
yeah.
Cam that he put out.
That
Little
thing looks
preview.
good.
It is really good. He nailed it. Dude's art
good to
is
hear.
like divine. He's got.
Oh, it's a black and white book with some color in it.
It's just black and white. I said I think this was just meant as just like a quick snippet of what
Oh,
he's because
okay.
I think
He's
Kyle
got-
Ritter's doing all the colors and stuff on it.
Got some color dialogue.
Yeah, I think it's launching this month. I think, but it's really good. Okay, good mix of humor, and it's got that like 90s kind of Spawn feel to it and stuff. And
What's it called again?
look at that, Reaper Destroyer.
Yeah, it looks good.
And he's showing a couple things on Twitter with some of Kyle's colors that he's put on it. Like, ooh, so that's a nice mix, those two. So it was good though. I really liked the 6 pages we got from it. It sets it up nice. You can kind of get interested in the characters, and then he leaves you wanting more.
That's what it's all about.
So I don't know if you guys were planning on showing stuff. I had that. So.
I got nothing.
And it was within arm's reach. That's why I kind of just went for it.
I got nothing.
It also
I got
came
stuff.
with a nice little poster thing here.
Oh, look.
Which again, going in the closet because I don't keep these. I don't know what to do with these, but it looks very nice. But it is going in the closet because what am I supposed to do with these things? I'm not hanging them up.
Hang them all up.
And make a giant.
I'm not hanging them up. I got 100
Yeah.
of them from all these books I've backed. I have
They're
no
taking
no
the
desire
attention
to
away
have
from
these.
Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
I'm not. No, yeah.
You could
Maybe one day this guy will be iconic like Nightcrawler to me, and maybe he'll get a spot. But
you could take them and rip them all up really fine and small, and make a pile, and keep your family warm with them.
No. What you do is you put it
make a
through a paper
collage.
shredder, and now you got yourself a puzzle, right?
Oh, a
game.
puzzle! That's a good idea, Stat.
make a smoothie out of them and drink them. And
A
ingest
smoothie.
comic skates. One with it. All right. Well, I'm
Keep you regular.
Cal, I'm done, man. I think we're all
He's
done.
quitting the show.
Oh. Oh, you had
You
a
guys
thing
seen
for
this?
tonight.
Spam.
Oh, this is our
This
sponsor.
is
Great.
this is art from Chris Graves. I don't remember who the inkers and the colorists are, but look at this freaking art.
That's
This is-
really good. It's great
We'll
spawn.
call that guy Spirus Venom.
Yeah, no, he's got a name. I forget his name, but he's somebody.
Spin 'em.
Anyway, yeah, no, Chris is doing the Penance of Nash, one of the books I've written and I'm writing, and he's just leveling up like crazy. This is really really good.
I really like how
so-
Spawn has one ski boot for if hell freezes over.
Yeah, yeah.
It'll be okay.
I remember when asymmetrical Spawn popped. Like, you know, it was like
yeah.
he was very, you know, symmetrical for a long time, and then all of a sudden he had like one big glove and one big boot. I love that
Well, it adds
stuff.
to the silhouette.
That's for people
Yeah.
who can't draw symmetry like me. Me and
I
asymmetrical
can't. I
character.
cannot do symmetry. Oh my gosh! You saw my drawings earlier. I'm not good at symmetry.
Dude, yours would look bizarre if they were symmetrical. I don't know how I feel
Yeah,
about
right.
that.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Hey, maybe we can get what's his name? Chris Graves?
Yeah.
Maybe we can get him to finish Shinobi.
He sounds like some sort of a rocker.
I gotta keep things on.
No,
the
no,
down
sorry.
low.
I'm just egging you on. I'm just egging you on.
Maybe a
Wait,
magician.
what's this? Why can't I see everything anymore? My comments are. I can't see the
That is
I
a
have-
philosophical
there can be
question
only
I
one.
ask myself every day.
What do you ask yourself every day?
Why can't I see everything anymore?
Can I see things?
Why can't all of us just
Okay,
see
can I just say
things?
Macho has the best Frozen image ever right now?
He does.
Looks like he got slapped by Amber Heard.
So good.
Ooh.
Taking a screenshot of that. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Nobody comments on my Frozen images ever.
I've been frozen the whole time.
I feel left out.
Cal, do you wanna play a little Arnie, man? I'm done.